How's it going, everyone? Doogie Mannheimer here with a gameplay video. Oh my goodness, it has been such a long time, and I'm so excited to get into Emio, the Smiling Man. I'm a huge fan of the Famicom Detective Club games, and I popped off when I found out that this was a Famicom Detective Club game. Like, the teaser that came out for this game was just like, ooh, like, creepy, scary Nintendo game. It's too bad I'm not really a horror person. But then it turned into this. I popped off. It was crazy. It was insane. I plan on doing a full playthrough, go-through of this game, whatever the heck it is. I know it's a visual novel, so it's not very gameplay heavy, but I'm excited to go through this. It's the demo. They're releasing chapters in segments. So, like, we just got the first chapter last night, and then they're going to give us the second chapter in a few days, the third chapter after that, and maybe a fourth? And then we get the full game after that. So I'm going to go through this as it's being released and revealed, and then once we get the full game, we're going to finish it up. So let's go into Chapter 1 of Emio, the Smiling Man. And I just want to say I miss all of you. I know I'm trying to post other kinds of videos, but I do just miss, you know, doing this kind of stuff. Anyways, without further ado, let me just go. Yes, please. I really hope this isn't actually based off of anything. Dear God. That would be pretty scary. I know there's a lot of scary stuff that stuff's based on nowadays, but it was a nice day. The kind of day where you want to take a deep breath and savor the moment. This is me speaking, by the way. It says you, so I'm me. Good morning, Mr. Usugi. And it's only Japanese dubbed, so I'm gonna go it over in my voice as well. And I'll try my voice to reflect who's speaking. I'm ready for the work day. I'm ready for my work day at the Utsugi Detective Agency. And if you think it's really annoying that I'm going over this while they're trying to speak, just let me know. I'll try my best to figure it out. Ah, good morning. Good morning. Nice weather, isn't it? Maybe we should tidy up. Open a window? Ah, yes. He didn't object, so I went to open the window. That's when... Ah, the phone rang. I was like, already? Utsugi Detective Agency. Utsugi speaking. How can I help you? Uh-huh. Is that right? I understand. I'll be right there. What's going on? Who was that? That was Kamada, requesting our services. I'm heading to the scene, and you're coming with me. Inspector Kamada called us? Yes, sir. If you haven't played the Famicom Detective Club games, they're digital only on the eShop. Prologue, a face. They're really good. They're very old-timey because they're remakes of old-school NES games that were only released in Japan previously. So it's cool to have this actually localized and modernized. It's archaic sometimes, but there's still good stories. Still a lot of fun. So I'm excited this is getting like an actual brand new from the ground up sequel. It's so cool. Mr. Utsugi drove us. Sorry, I'm not speaking as I'm speaking as me. Mr. Utsugi drove us to the drainage pump station in Kofuku City. You're from the Utsugi Detective Agency, right? Glad you could make it. I'm just making up these voices as I go. I'm so sorry. Of course. Alright, let's ask and listen. What's the situation? It's a body, I'm afraid. Got an anonymous tip this morning. The victim was young, I'd say. Middle school. You'll never get used to this kind of thing. Not boy. Yeah, ask about the victim. He's wearing the school uniform, local junior high. Beyond that, we don't have a confirmed ID yet. Okay, cause of death? The victim was strangled, so asphyxiation. I mean, yeah. Checks out. Our best guess right now is around 9 o'clock last night. Okay. Observations? Our observations so far? Well, let me think about that. What do you mean? Anything else about any of these? That's all we've got for now. Forensics is on it. Okay, is that what you're going to say for all of them now? The victim could have been strangled with a rope or a cord, some kind of string. I'm sorry, but that's all the info I have about that. Oh, but there was another observation. Okay, there it is. Oh, sorry. Oh, what is it? Well, it's not every day you find a body, let alone one that looks like this. What? The music's just... Like what? I get chills thinking about it. Never seen anything like it before. So... I don't think I can describe it. You might just have to go see for yourself. Oh, where's it at? I guess over here? Sorry, I forgot I have to... Go back. I have to, yeah, to the victim. Will you take me to see the victim? I shouldn't have said anything. Do you have the right kind of clearance for that? I might need to check with someone. Okay. On the other hand, I hate to bug them. You've done this before, right? My guy, I don't know if you can just do this. You're letting me in? Thanks, I really appreciate the help. Just, you know, don't touch anything, or anything like that. I don't plan on it. Hey, what are you doing? Huh? No. Okay, let me. This is an active crime scene, officer. Your job is to keep the looky-loos out. No, you don't understand, Detective Kuze. This guy's supposed to be here. I'll explain. Hi, my name's... Hold that right there! Hold that thought. Let's find somewhere else to talk. Oh. Alright, what did you say your name was? Famicom. Yeah! That'd be me! My name's Matthew Collins. I'm here with Utsugi Detective Agency. Thank you very much. Wait! You're a PI? Who hired you? Well... Let's ask and listen. So, it sounds like you're about to ask me a question, but you still haven't answered mine. Think? This detective seems pretty tense. I get the sense she's not happy about us being called in. I guess I need to look at her so I can talk to her. This must be Detective Kuze. Seems like she takes crime scene security pretty seriously. Wow. Ah, Kuze. I see you've already met our friend here. Oh, Inspector Kamada, good to see you. You don't mind a little outside help on this one, don't you? God, they look so much more 3D than the last game. It's kind of crazy. This is Mr. Utsugi, a private detective, and this is his assistant, Matthew Collins. Yeah, baby! But, sir... Utsugi and I go way back, don't we? It's just a shame we're reconnecting over such unpleasant business. It's a pleasure to meet you, Detective Kuze. I'm sorry to interrupt your good work here. That's okay. It's nice to meet you too. I can't figure out this voice for her. You know, it's the strangest thing, but I feel like we've met before. I don't think so. I haven't worked with any PIs before. In any case, I need to get back to the scene, Inspector Kamada, if you would excuse me. Oh, okay, bye. Sheesh! Yeah, sheesh, my guy! Alright, Kuze, what you got? Looks like Detective Kuze stepped away. Oh, sorry, Kuze was on that left. I need to talk to these guys. Talk to Mr. Usui back at the office. Okay, so let me ask and listen about the victim. Ah, the poor kid was just in middle school. You hate to see it. She's surprisingly strict, no? But don't take it personally, Collins. Kuze's the best we've got. But she can be hard on others. Herself, too. Hope she didn't rub you the wrong way, kid. No, sir, this is a tough situation. I get it. Who is this now? Kami, you're late. Ugh, what's that? Here we go again. Sir, what do you mean when you said, here we go again? I meant what I said. Oh. She's reprimanding someone. Sorry I'm late, partner. The traffic was bad and I forgot my briefcase, so I had to go back and... Have you been drinking? Ugh! You might be able to pull this with another partner, but not me! Come on, give me a break. Oh, what a mess. I'm so sorry. Yeesh, he's really ripping into him. Sorry about that, kid. Nothing to do with you. Sorry, kid. Nothing to do with you. Feeling a bit sorry for the other detective. It's not Kuze's fault, but she sure does seem off today. Tread lightly. Yeah, that means they have nothing else to say to you. Think. Didn't the first officer I spoke to say that the victim looked strange? Yeah. Ask about the victim again. Well, I heard that the state of the victim is slightly disturbing. You could say that. That's part of the reason why I've called Mr. Itsugi. Huh? What would that have to do with Mr. Itsugi? Anyway, I'm sure you'd like to get your eyes on him, and I'd take you right over, but... I'm afraid that forensics is examining the body right now. It's been transferred. And, well, I'm not sure Detective Kuze would allow you two to get a look. The old Kuze following procedures to a T. Yeah. But, look, here's what I can share with you. Ooh, the plastic bag! Whoa, Smiling Man! This is how he looked when we found him. Let's wrap this up for now. You good with that, Matt? Yeah, I mean, yes sir, Mr. Itsugi. I'm sorry you had to come all this way. It's quite alright. Let's be in touch. Oh, spooky. Yeah, I can see the asphyxiation right there on his neck. Okay, we being a little eerie up in here. Why are we slow panning this up? Little creepy tinge in music. Oh no. Not going too good. Oh, and there's a freaking voice effect. Ooh, that's creepy. Oi! Look at those glowing eyes, dear God! Ooh. Damn, these pictures look creepy too. Emio. The smile. Look at that! Cool! That's a cool freaking sign there with the paper bag head. That's crazy. Ooh. That's pretty nuts. That's some pretty crazy stuff. Chapter 1. The Urban Legend. Utsugi Detective Agency. Wasn't easy to look at the victim. Sorry, that's the other guy. Wasn't easy to look at the victim, was it? It never is, but yeah. Alright. Ask some questions, the victim. We got a few more details. The victim's name was Esuke Sasaki. He was just 15, still in middle school. As you heard, the official cause of death was asphyxiation by strangulation. The police suspect homicide. There were no signs of a struggle, which points to a surprise attack or someone the victim knew. That's just me speculating, though. In any case, what I'm most concerned about is, at this point, is that paper bag. Right. I mean, what do you think that is? What does it mean? Well, the thing is, I've seen it before. It must have been 18 years ago now. We had a rash of cases like this one. Victims found with paper bags on their heads? Exactly that. It's not something I thought I'd ever see again. Oh, let's go! Murder's 18 years ago! It was 18 years ago, Kafuku City. We had multiple victims, all young girls. Dang, so we're already switching up the MO with going for a male, huh? That's interesting. That's interesting. All girls? Huh. Let's see. I believe we had 3 victims, all girls between the ages of 13 and 19. And the killer used his bare hands. Manual strangulation. Oh, Jesus. When we found them, they all had paper bags over their heads, with smiling faces drawn on them. Oh! We couldn't establish any connection between the victims. They were all just around the same age. And I'm sorry to say, we never solved the case. The killer's still out there. Oh boy! Jeez! So we could be looking at... Yeah, it could be the same person. Oh man. 3 teenage girls strangled to death by hand. What a nightmare. I'm not trying to laugh, but like, Jesus, that's really scary to think about. All of the victims 18 years ago were teenage girls. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Observations. It's a lot to take in, I know, but do you have any thoughts on the case so far? I don't know, let me think about it. It doesn't quite add up. 3 female victims 18 years ago, and now a middle school boy? Poor Esuke Sasuke, sorry. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. It doesn't match up, so it's weird. Is there anything in the answering machine? There's no voicemails. Ayumi's not here. Ah, Ayumi, let's go. Where you at? It doesn't quite add up. Why would a serial killer who targeted girls 18 years ago come back? And target a boy? Sasuke Sasaki? Yeah, I'm asking myself the same question. We've had to consider the possibility that the previous victims, all being female, was a coincidence. We always looked for a pattern, but we could be overthinking it. Huh. I wish we had a little more to work with. Still, I can't shake the feeling that there's a connection. I mean, if 18 years ago there was people dying with paper bags on their head, and then there's another with a paper bag on their head, I would have to assume, at the very least, there's a high chance they're connected. I trust you've been keeping good notes. You never know when a seemingly trivial detail will make all the difference. Any important information you gather will automatically be recorded in your notebook. To open up and review your notes, move the cursor to open notebook and press the A button. Why don't you open up your notebook right now? Let me see if you got everything. It's like getting called out for a pop quiz or something. Just like, hold on, was I paying attention? Alright. 15-year-old junior high student. Body was found at the pump station, asphyxiation due to strangulation, rope-like object, about 9 p.m. with the paper bag. Yep. Junko Kuze. Yep, that's the other detective. That's me! I'm 19, dang! Let's see. That's Kamada, that's the lead on the case. So, and who's this? Oh, just a detective working on it. Okay, I didn't know if there was... No, change tabs. The condition of the body was similar to the victim of serial murders of girls 18 years ago. Okay, so if it's yellow, that means there's still stuff I haven't looked at. Purple is new. That's my boss. That's Bossy Boss. Huh? Oh, I guess I just had to click that again. Ah, it's Ayumi, let's go! That's my girl right there. Hi, guys! Hey, Ayumi. Am I interrupting something? You both look so serious. Itsugi and I told Ayumi everything we knew. You're joking, right? That's an urban legend. Haven't you heard of Emio? You know, the smiling man? Emio? The smiling man? Yeah, you better tell me about this. Tell me about the smiling man, Ayumi. You might also hear him called Emio, a name that uses the characters for smile and man. And it's an urban legend? Well, the story goes that a man wearing a paper bag with a smiley face on it appears in front of a crying girl. Oh. A paper bag with a smiley face on it? Are you serious? Yes, of course. Oh, we're getting the lore dump. Oh, Jesus. So, like I said, the smiling man appears in front of a crying girl with a paper bag on his head. And he says, "Aw, you look sad, but you don't have to cry anymore. After all, I can give you a smile that will last forever." Oh, it's so creepy that there's little holes punched in the eyes, too. Jesus. And they always find the victim afterward with a paper bag on her head, just like the smiling man wore. How do you know that's what he was wearing? If there's no eyewitnesses to tell you he's wearing a paper bag, right? Am I crazy? Wow. Are you assuming this guy's wearing it and then putting on this person's head and then just walks away without a bag on their head anymore? Anyway, that's the most common version of the story. That's crazy, though. You said that's the most common version of the story. What are the other versions? Well, some say that if you stop crying and smile at the smiling man, he'll walk away instead of killing you. What? You just gotta smile at him like, nah, I'm good, G. But I've also heard that if you look directly at his face, he's definitely gonna kill you. Well, damn, man. So, smile and he walks away. Look at his face and he kills you. Got it. It's always a crying girl, though. All versions agree on that part. Huh. So the thing about urban legends is that they're not all legends. Some of them hold a kernel of truth. For now, I'm treating this as valuable information. Yeah, we better. I'd say we have a lot of work to do. Let's split up and get to it. Oh, but first, I'd like you to take these. Are they switches? Oh, are those cell phones? Cool! Please, be in touch if there are any developments. Go on, take them. Yeah, because this is still, even though this is a brand new game, this is still set back in the NES days. So this is still set in like the 80s. So they got big bulky phones. Take the phones, G! I'll take this one over here. Thanks, I'll keep it close by. Yes, thank you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got to go follow up on something. I'd like both of you to work together and decide the best way to split up your research. Understood? Yeah, let's work with Ayumi. Let's go! Yes, understood, sir! Got it. See you later, sir! Alright, let's talk. So how do you want to tackle this, Ayumi? I think we should start by reviewing our notes and seeing if there's anything we can deduce. Good plan! Alright, let's review. This is how we ended every chapter too, is reviewing with Ayumi, I feel like, in the last game. So we have a victim, Esuke Sasaki, discovered this morning. And it's a homicide. What are you trying to do? You're trying to make me look bad in front of Ayumi? Based on what we know, it's a homicide. Based on what we know so far, I suspect homicide. I think you're right. Now, Esuke was wearing a paper bag with a smile on it when he was found. And there's a certain similarity. It's just like the Smiling Man. It's like the real life case of the Smiling Man. I mean, either one is right. You are correct. Both of those are right. It's like the real life case of the Smiling Man. Or you mean, sorry. I'm sorry! Yeah, of course, my bad. I'm sorry. I'm looking bad in front of Ayumi. Stop it. But what if the urban legend is based on the actual murders that take place 18 years ago in Kafuku City? It's possible a horrible incident like that could have spawned such a morbid story, right? Still, we need to establish some sort of connection. I feel like the paper bag is a good enough connection, my guy. The victim was a boy. The victim was a boy, right? That's right. All three victims of the older cases were girls, according to Mr. Itsugi. Yeah, it does seem likely that that was only a coincidence. It's probably relevant. That poor kid Esuke, covered in one of those horrible paper bags. Yeah. Was there anything else on your mind? I mean, was there? I don't know. I wasn't at the scene of the crime, so I only know what you've told me so far. Yeah, I realize. Can I use the phone? Think. What am I missing? Oh, I should mention that we met the detective assigned to the case. Her name's Kuze. Utsugi seemed to recognize her from somewhere. Oh my god, is she gonna be like the sibling, younger sibling of like one of the old victims or something like that? Now she's all grown up and she wants to figure this out. Has Mr. Utsugi worked with her before? I'm not sure, I didn't ask. Well, where do we go from here? You tell me. I don't know. Yeah, I know. This one? No. No, Mr. Utsugi, come back. We can't live without you. Just kidding. What are you talking about? Look at she's just like, what are you? You're crazy. I don't want to do that. I guess just think again. Great question. I wish I had the answer. Well, maybe it's worth checking in with the police again. Forensics could have dug something up by now. Great idea. If it's all right with you, I think I'll try and find out more about the victim. Poor guy. That would be helpful. Thanks. All right, let's go travel to the police station. Onwards and outwards, everyone. All right, see you later. Good luck. I don't think we're ready for that yet, but if we keep working together, maybe one day. Wait, what? What? Huh? Ready for what yet? Did I miss something? Did I skip something? What do you mean? Yeah, right. Alright, I'm off. See you later. Can I review what was said? I feel like I missed something. I wonder if Inspector Kamada's even here. Hold on, can I? Oh, that's Otto. There we go, okay. So, that would be helpful, thanks. Alright, see you later. Good luck. I don't think we're ready for that yet, but if we keep working together, maybe one day. Yeah, right. What? So what was that about? Am I missing? Please tell me, am I missing something? I don't think we're ready for that yet, but if we keep... What? If we're not ready for what? You just said good luck. Thanks for going to the police station and finding out more about this guy. I don't know. Maybe I'm just looking too hard into it. Alright, let's... I should try talking to someone nearby. Do I have to examine them? I'll check with that officer. I guess I call and engage people nearby, yeah. Excuse me, I'm sorry to bother you, but can you help me out? Hello, sir. How can I help? God, it's gonna be hard doing voices for everybody. Do you know if the inspector is available? Oh, you must mean Inspector Kamada, right? Oh, yeah, sorry about that. Actually, where do I know you from? Haven't we met before? Dude, I don't know. You're so familiar, but... What do you think? Where do I know her from? That voice. Now that I think about it, her face is familiar too. Is it? I mean, it's been a long time since I played these games, so like maybe she was in the old Famicom Detective Club game for some reason. Do I look at her? Look at her face. She's... It's you! Huh? Yes, that's me. And you are... with the Utsugi Detective Agency, that's right! Was that me that said that? Yeah. Matthew Collins, yeah! Wow, it's been a while. It has been a while. Did you transfer to this precinct? I mean, I should have recognized you right away, but I suppose with the glasses, it threw me off. Oh, right. I usually wear contacts, and yeah, I transferred here a while back. I remember her being a pretty sharp investigator. Was she with Utsugi too? I don't remember. I'll have to... I assume so. Alright, let's ask and listen some more. Oh, right. Inspector and Kamada did mention that someone might be coming by. I suppose that's you. I'll go see if he's available. Oh, hey, this is the young guy that was drinking and got chastised earlier. Well, is this the supposed PI? Who's this? Oh, it's the guy Kusei was yelling at this morning, yeah. Just kidding, buddy, but Inspector Kamada is busy right now, so I've been assigned to help you out. The name's Daisuke Kamihara, the Daisuke Kamihara. You can call me Dice if you want, most people want. No. Okay, well, I'm Matthew Collins. I'm with the Atsugi Detective Agency. Let me use my brilliant intuition to deduce why you're here. Scoping out that murder, right? That's right. Normally give your team a little more space, but this case is already so unusual. Don't even sweat it. I'm your guy. Hit me up. I'll tell you anything, and I mean anything. I'm glad I went with this voice for him. He vibes like this kind of guy. I meant about the victim, although sure, I'll take personal questions too. Why is he like this? Sorry to jump in, but you're gonna need to take this conversation somewhere else. Fine, we can follow procedure if you insist. Thank you so much. Alright, this way, boy detective, to the fabulous interrogation chamber. Is this guy for real? Really, boy detective? Well, maybe I can get something useful. Help yourself. Oh, thanks. I could use some tea. Yeah, my voice is already really dry. Yeah, enjoy it, bro. She never makes fresh tea for me. Jesus Christ, man. I don't know about this guy. This guy's definitely the smiling man. Right. So, about the case. Right. It's not like you came here for tea, huh? Right, am I right? Fine, alright, where do you want to start? Shut up. You already have a few details, right? The victim's name and age? That's right, his name's Aisuke Sasaki. Why do I want to keep saying that? Aisuke Sasaki. He was only 15 years old. I visited the scene this morning. Yeah, I saw you there. And I saw you there getting verbally spanked by Detective Kusei right in front of everyone. Look, I act brash, but I'm pretty torn up about that kid. Are you? Are you really, though? Yeah. Okay. Time of death. They're telling us it was around 9 p.m. last night. At that time, I would have been pitch black out. It would have been pitch black. I thought he was saying I was pitch black. Like, damn, dude, already drinking, huh? At that time, it would have been pitch black out there. No streetlights at all. Great murder spot, obviously. Okay, my guy. We still don't know why the kid would have been out there at that time, of course. They're telling us it was around 9 p.m. last night. Okay. We found the body at the pumping station. Deserted location, you know. You were there. I think it was one of those early morning joggers that found it. Joggers. Always finding bodies. This guy. We still have no idea what that kid was doing out there last night, at that time of night. But we haven't ruled out that someone driving by may have seen something. It's right next to the road. I mean, it's crazy, right? I would have gone out there. Would I have gone out there as a middle schooler? At that hour? Probably not. This whole thing's so depressing. I feel like I've changed voices for this guy 3 times. I'm just trying to remember what I said. Let's think. Should keep listening. Okay, let's keep listening then. Victim. As you know, the victim had a paper bag over his head when we found him. Not just any paper bag, right? It had a smiley face on it. Yeah, it was creepy as hell, man. And the bag was all dank too. Ugh, I'd die. What do you mean by dank and old? Forensics is taking a look at it now. I don't know, it just looked gross to me. But we'll see what they find. Damn, is this the OG bag from way back when? No way. That sounds crazy. Yeah, so when did you hear that there were some murders like this a while back? Did you hear? I did. You're talking about the young girls who were killed 18 years ago, right? Yeesh! You already know everything! Yeah! That's our boy detective! This guy keeps pushing that button. So I guess you already knew that those victims had paper bags with smiley faces too, Mr. Smarty Pants. I thought so too. That's obviously going to figure into the investigation. Right, well, it's a complicated case. So riddle me this, boy detective. All those victims are girls, and the serial killers love their patterns. But our victim, he's a boy. Strange, isn't it? Yeah, I realize. Yeah, I know. But there's another major difference between those victims and ours. Bet you haven't thought of that. Care to hazard a guess? Well, yeah, it's because freaking they were strangled differently, yeah. I'm so sorry, I had to take a drink of water. My voice is literally dying, my throat. But yeah, it's because the original ones, the original 3 victims were strangled manually with hands, but this one it looked like a rope. They were strangled differently. Survey says you're right. Maybe you are a full-grown detective. What was this guy's voice? Oh, it's fine. It went by so fast. I'm sorry. I couldn't read it. The previous victims were killed barehanded, but Aisuke Sasaki was strangled with a rope or a string. Ding ding ding! There was no word or weapon 18 years ago. Pretty big difference if you ask me. Probably because whoever is doing this now is like frail if it was 18 years ago. I don't know if it's the same person. I doubt it, but I don't know. We're obviously going to be taking everything into account, including those murders from 18 years ago. That's good, I would hope so. You want to talk about 18 years ago, huh? Oh, why? Were you even alive at that time? I mean, technically I was a year old. Then I knew you were a baby, and here you are, a full-fledged private investigator. Maybe I should have been a PI. It must be cool to not have to play by the rules. A certain someone wouldn't be breathing down my neck all the time. Hey, I'm serious. You think your boss would take me on? This guy, man. Wait, do you remember anything about that case from 18 years ago? I mean, maybe. Yep, I was in elementary school and it was all over the news. The victims weren't much older than me. I wasn't worried about it, but the school and everyone's parents sure were. They made us walk to school in groups, they had a whole neighborhood watch thing going. It was like we were in a parade. Ridiculous! Yeah, ridiculous about your safety? Really? No, not really. It's called a metaphor. Try to keep up. Oh my god. I can't with this guy. Anyway, every day we'd gather at the gym to make sure we were all there. Sometimes one kid would be missing. Boy, did that cause a panic. Oh, sure. Now, sometimes it was me. I could hear them all yelling out for me and scrambling everywhere looking. Sounds super annoying. He already is super annoying. Of course, some parents would just pick up their kids from school to avoid it all. When I think back, I guess I was pretty sheltered. What do you say? Sorry to all the teachers that I annoyed. Yeah, you better be sorry. Anyway, since all the kids were safely inside before sundown, I guess we didn't give the killer to anyone to kill. Maybe I should workshop that joke. Yeah, definitely. You know, I really don't remember the whole paper bag part of the story. Oh? Yeah, I mean, it's been 18 years. I guess I just forgot. But it's pretty shocking. I mean, how could you forget that? That is a weird thing to just like forget if it was a pretty big thing. If he was in elementary school 18 years ago, how old is he? I mean, 18 years plus like, you know, between 5 to 7. Like mid-20s, late 20s, this guy then? Take the tea. Yeah, let me drink some tea. Cheers! Not bad, right? Bet you don't get to enjoy tea from a beautiful lady often. Yeah, it's good. It hits the spot. Fresh tea, and she didn't even bring me a cup. I'll ask for one in a little bit, I guess. Guessing he's gonna get a no. I can't wait. He looks like an experienced detective, maybe a bit young, but still. He's a real oddball. Wonder if he's heard the smiling man or his legend. I'd say he's old enough to have heard it. I mean, I would agree. See, that's the kind of thing I'm talking about. He's just like, how old is he? And it's just like, how was I supposed to know I need a magnifying glass look at him to activate that? It's weird. It's odd. Detective Kamihara, are you familiar with the urban legend known as the Smiling Man? Did you say the Smiling Man? I did. You know, like a man who's smiling? What kind of a description is that? You know, like a man who's smiling, like the Smiling Man. They call him Emio sometimes. I don't know. What's the story behind it? I explained the whole thing to Detective Kamihara, just the way Yumi explained it to me. God, it's so creepy. Whoa! Whoa! I see what you mean about the similarities between that story and this case. Is there any connection? It couldn't just be a coincidence, could it? Did I sound like I was deducing something awesome just then? I did, right? Maybe, I guess. I totally did! Anyway, joking aside, that's definitely something to think about. So, thanks for sharing. You're welcome! I'm filing that away. Yeah, the Smiling Man legend is pretty similar to this case and the murders from 18 years ago. Urban legends, man. Typically, when they don't want to say anything else either about that, they'll just say, yeah. Alright, so it looks like it's time to think. He's dead silent. What's up with that? Oh, okay. Let's check out the good old notebook. Anything new? Paper bag was fairly old. Yeah, that's a weird. Oh God, famous urban legend. That's a pretty grim face he's making now. Why are you looking at me like that, my guy? Let me look at him again. Why are you making such a grim face? Why is he staring at me like that so intensely? He might have an observation to share. Maybe he's more of a detective than I give him credit for. You got any observations you'd like to share with me, bud? You know, now that I think about it, there's one other thing we haven't considered. Go on! Please, why am I looking like so grim? Well, it's just the officer who was here seemed like she kind of liked you, didn't it? Oh my God, are you kidding me? I'm jealous. She's hot, right? A woman that hot and she wears a police uniform? Now that's a legend. I swear to God, dude. I'm so glad she transferred to this division. It's like destiny. Wow. And that's why they call me Dice! I'm sure a lucky bastard, I tell ya. Whatever you say, my guy. Oh gosh, she's pissed! Ooh! What? Give him a good old 1-2 for saying dumb like that. Oh, hi there, ma'am. I didn't see you there. Ma'am? What's that supposed to mean? What are you two blathering about? Do your job. We got a murder to solve. Hey, I'm trying to do my job here. That's not me. That's him. That's all this guy. No, it's not what you think. I mean, maybe it is. This guy won't shut up about how hard a crow is. Shut up. No. He's like, ooh, in the uniform is the piece de resistance. What? Anyway, I'll get back to work. Toodles. Have fun, buddy. He's leaving just like that? Sorry about that. Anyway, I'm sorry about this morning as well. Oh, okay. I guess I haven't really introduced myself. I'm Detective Kuze, Junko Kuze. Investigation Division 1. Nice to meet you. Oh, I'm from Utsugi Detective Agency. Matthew Collins. Sorry to bother you this morning. No. It's my fault. I didn't realize the inspector had called you guys in. It's no problem. That said, don't get in my way, understand? Right. But, like, I kind of also need to work this case. So, sorry, I have work to do. Excuse me. And she's gone. Where am I gonna go now? Oh yeah, let's go see if the guy we originally went to go see is here. What's this? What? What am I gonna look at? Oh my god. Jesus Christ, this freaking guy. Come on, just one cup, okay? Why don't you brew it yourself? Oh. Kamihara. I really just want you to brew it for me. I can't believe he's begging like that. It's for the good of the investigation, trust me. Hey, boy detective! Are you really leaving already? Okay, bye, I guess. Tuck that one on the nose. Shrug it off, Dice. You saw all of that? Yeah, but I have some unrelated questions. Alright, let's find somewhere to talk. Sorry, man, you're just not as fly as me, personally. Just hate to break it to you. So were you able to get some information from Detective Kamihara? More or less. Yeah, I know. I was wondering if Inspector Kamada's available. I'm sorry, but I'm told his meeting is running long. Sorry, that was the wrong voice! I'm sorry, but I was told his meeting was running long. I see. Maybe I should come back tomorrow. I've worked with a lot of detectives, but that one, he's something special. You might not want to follow in his footsteps if you catch my drift. Noted. Death noted. Can I pick up your number, though? You've grown up a bit, haven't you? Look at me! I'm blushing! Let's go! Have you gotten taller, too? Hey! Check me out! Let's not do that now. Oh no, but I want to get her number though! Let's come back tomorrow. Alright. I'm leaving. If you'll excuse me, I should head out. Please give Inspector Kamada my thanks for his help. Sounds good. Safe travels! Man, you had her! You could have just been like, hey yo, what's good though? You know, a little bit of phone number action. Hello, I'm back! Welcome back, Matthew. Welcome back! So, how did it go today? Well, I went to the precinct to see what I could find out, but Inspector Kamada was in a meeting all day, so I spoke with Detective Kamihara instead. Is that so? Well, thanks for tracking someone down. Naomi, what about you? Sure. Well, I went to see the victim's family. The Sasaki family was very nice and welcoming. I felt like it was a good family home. And considering their terrible loss, they were so generous with the help. They really want to know what happened. It's just senseless, you know? Asuke wasn't in any sort of trouble. He was just a regular kid. It's just... Just what? Well, his family said that when he came home that night, he locked himself in his room. They said he'd never done anything like that before. They weren't sure what it was all about. He wasn't responding, so they were about to try unlocking the door, but at around 8 p.m. his mother heard a noise at the front door. She went to check and... Damn, he just left? It was Asuke. He was still wearing his school uniform, holding a telephone receiver. So he hadn't been in his room after all. He dropped the phone in surprise when he noticed her. Then he locked himself in his room for real. Huh? I wonder who he was talking to. That's weird. Like, they thought he was in his room, but he wasn't. That's weird. Yeah, great question. His family didn't know. Anyhow, it seems as if he snuck out again after that without his family noticing. That's all I have for now. I'll keep digging. What in the world happened to this poor kid? It's pretty weird. You know, I've been digging into the cold cases from 18 years ago a bit more, and I'm concerned. You see, the police never made all the details public, in particular the use of the paper bags. Really? So that's why Detective Kamihara didn't remember anything about it. Do you know why they withheld that information? Well, I have an idea, but it would be better to speak to Kamado himself about it. I understand. Regardless of the reason why, if the police didn't release those details at the time, then it seems a bit of a stretch to assume that this case is connected to the Smiling Man urban legend. Is it though? But the legend almost has to be connected to the current case, doesn't it, in some way? Well, I do think I need to fully understand the urban legend if I'm going to solve this case. You, specifically? Well, yes, I'm fascinated by the case of the Smiling Man, and I want to take a deeper dive into it. Now then, I'd like to have you two review what you've learned from today's research. You got it! Shall we, Matthew? You got me a little sus on you saying you specifically want to figure this out, my guy. I don't know, that's kind of weird. Alright, let's review this. So we have a victim, Eisuke Sasaki, who was found with a paper bag on his head with a smiley face on it. A series of similar crimes took place 2 years ago. 18 years ago. Yes, that's right. Precisely. The case from 18 years ago involved 3 murders, and the victims all had one thing in common. All of them were teenage girls. All of them were teenage girls. It's so terrible to think about. Sorry. I'm screwing up. So the killer from 18 years ago was never caught, and the information about the paper bags was never made public, so only a handful of people know about it. The killer, the family's victims, the police who were investigating, and whoever found the bodies. What does it all add up to? Do you have any thoughts based on the information you have so far? Well, I suppose what I can say at this stage is, what can I say? I have no idea who killed him. Something seems off about, I got lucky and saw, Weird. Why is there a blank? There's no way I can just like pretend I know something and just name a name. That seems pretty weird. I have no idea. I have no idea who killed Eisuke. Well, I wouldn't expect you to solve this case this quickly. Sounds like that's a wrap on our investigation for the day. Damn, what if I like saved it, started a new one, and then it was just like, bam, I know who it is, and they're just like, and then we just like forego the whole game. It feels like comparing notes really helped. We're really working together well. I agree. I'm counting on both of you. Alright, let's split up and continue the investigation tomorrow. I'll head to Eisuke's middle school and see what I can learn. I think I'll see what I can get from the police. Excellent. Good luck out there. Good stuff. This is as far as you can currently play in the demo of the game. No! Thank you for playing. A future update will allow you to progress a bit further in the story within the demo. Save it. Yep. Please save it. Alright, so then Chapter 2 is going to come out on, I believe, August 22nd at around 9 p.m. probably, like how this one was last night. So, I'll be back again, hopefully, when's the 22nd? 22nd is a Thursday, so I might be back Friday with some more of this and probably Saturday, but please look forward to it. I love this game already. This is great. This is fantastic. I'm already super intrigued. The characters are charming as hell. Most of them anyways, so I'm excited to get into this more. But with that being said, thank you so much for watching. When you see this video, it will be Wednesday the 21st. The demo came out Monday the 19th. I'm recording this Tuesday the 20th, so if things seem weird or out of whack, just so you know that's what's happening. But anyways, like I said, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. See ya!